Porter said that you leave the starters on the bench, particularly this guy Curry. Curry, three!
And freeze. I know you must be thinking, why did I just show you another three-point basket made by Steph Curry? Well, that's not just any three, that's Steph's 402nd three-point shot made back in 2016. Back then, the most any player made that's not named Steph Curry was Ray Allen at 269. That is a 39.6% increase. Talk about overkill. And we all thought at the time that there's no way 402 is going to get broken. But
you butter shoot the ball. That's a big. If that guy's shooting, you feel money is coming around again.
Steph Curry is now on pace to score about 445 three-point baskets this season. Oh my goodness, you guys. Anyway, enough of the magic just for a bit. To start off this news and updates video, I want to talk about Kawhi Leonard. Actually, scratch that. I meant mini Kawhi Leonard, who's also known as Jonathan Kuminga. Did y'all see how he sent Harden's ball flying when the Dubs rolled over the Nets? If you missed it, don't fret because I got it right here for you. Here's Harden. He's about to get by Iguodala with a screen.
Missing Paul Millsap, he's out.
Next off, he's about to Eurostep around Curry. Then finally, Jonathan Kuminga walked up to him and said, "Hello." Oh my goodness. Guys, another one bites the dust. When Steve Kerr was comparing who Kuminga most resembles, the Warriors head coach said, "I thought about Kawhi Leonard a lot. I think that's a good comparison in regards to size and strength. I watched a lot of Kawhi his rookie year and look back at San Antonio's circumstances then. Kawhi was working with Duncan and Parker, so he was a fourth or fifth option. I think he played 24 minutes a night, scored 10 points and played defense, and that was the foundation of what he's become. So it's a good comparison. Getting a few easy buckets and playing hard defense seems to be the plan for Kuminga in year one. And speaking of defense, imagine this defensive lineup showing up in a playoff game. Payton, Wiggins, Iguodala, Green, and Kuminga. Oh my goodness. If Kerr ever decides to put these five dudes into the game at the same time, I'd love to see what kind of defensive rating this unit can produce. Anyway, guys, I'm getting a little bit off topic here. Next off, let's talk about the return of Klay Thompson and James Wiseman. Klay Thompson is actually practicing 5-on-5 now in team practices. Steve Kerr recently said of the Warriors Splash Brother that has gone MIA for the past 2 years. I got good reports and he's got to keep going. A 2-year absence requires a lot of work, not just rehab, but the endurance, the strength. So it's great that he's playing 5-on-5, but it doesn't mean he's going to be ready to step on an NBA floor next week or something. But he's progressing really well. Draymond Green chimed in and said of Klay, "From a mental standpoint alone, it's huge. I think it also helps with the way other teams view you as a team. So we're looking forward to getting him back. We know what he brings to the table." The reports are still saying that Klay will be back around Christmas time. Next off, on to Wiseman. James Wiseman actually hasn't been cleared yet for 5-on-5 basketball, but there has been a report saying that he could be back by Thanksgiving, which is literally just around the corner. I hope Nikola Jokic's former coach, Dejan Milojevic, has really been training Wiseman hard because if the 7-footer plays to his expectations, the Warriors are going to go from a great team to perhaps one of the all-time great teams in NBA history. Anyway, moving on here. Steph Curry is well on his way to a third MVP trophy and his third scoring title. I mean, first off, he torched Durant and the Brooklyn Nets for 37 points and 9 3-point shots made. Then just 2 days later, against the Cavaliers, I just got to show you this.
Taco Fall, his second. Loose ball tipped by Wade.
After that tip-in, the score was 68 for the Warriors and 81 for the Cavs. Things at this point weren't looking that great. The Warriors usually blow out teams in the third quarter, but this time, they were outscored by 10 points. But, to start that fourth quarter,
Butter shoot the ball. That's a big. If that guy's shooting, you feel money is coming around again.
Just like that, in the blink of an eye, Curry made it a 4-point game. Curry actually outscored the Cavaliers all by himself in that fourth quarter, 20-8. The end result was, just hand this dude the MVP trophy already. And while you're at it, Make sure you bring the scoring title too, please. Anyway, moving on. Another trophy should be coming to the Warriors. I'm talking about the Dpoy award for Draymond Green. Did you all see how he played defense on Durant? If not, don't worry. Like always, I got you covered. Here's Durant. He just used an off-ball screen to get free from Green, but what's normally an automatic for Durant clanked off the backboard, all because of Draymond's defense. Let's take a look at one more. Durant's about to do a baseline jumper here with Green guarding him once again. Let's see what happens.
For the Golden State Warriors this season, rises up on the Green, misses.
Now, I'm not saying that Draymond Green shut down Durant, but he did make sure that every shot Durant took was a tough one. And as a result, 19 points, shooting 6 for 19 from the field. The Warriors are the #1 rated defensive team in the league, and Draymond is a huge part of that. Just hand him his award too already. Anyway, on a different note, we all know that this Warriors team is like 100 times better than last year's team. But do y'all want to see some cool comparisons? Last season, the Warriors were 12th overall in scoring. They were 22nd overall in rebounds, and when it came to assists, they were 1st overall with 27.7 assists per game on average. As per offensive efficiency per 100 possessions, the Warriors were 19th overall, and when it came to defensive efficiency per 100 possessions, the Warriors were 5th overall. This season, the Warriors are 1st overall in scoring. When it comes to rebounds, they're also #1. And when it comes to assists, hey, they're also #1. But they're averaging 29.2 assists per game, which is better than last season. Things don't change for either offensive or defensive efficiency either, as the Warriors are rated #1 in both of these categories too. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, does anybody here remember the last time that a team was literally #1 in every category? I couldn't find a stat on that, but I'd wager that this is the first time in NBA history that it's ever happened. Oh, and I almost forgot. The Warriors ended up as the 8th seed last year after the regular season concluded, but this year they are first. First, and first. And John Hollinger thought that the Warriors would finish 9th in the West with a 39-43 record. Anyway, the scary thing is, the Warriors aren't even operating at a 100% strength yet. Moving on from here now, Andrew Wiggins recently torched his old team, the Timberwolves, for 35 points, and Joe Lacob laughed because, well, the Warriors absolutely fleeced the Timberwolves, and Joe knows it. I'm talking about the D'Angelo Russell trade, which became Andrew Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga. The owner of the Warriors recently said, "I thought it was one of the greatest deals, certainly maybe the greatest deal we've ever done, and one of the best things I've seen in a long, long time. I thought it was a killer deal. I thought Bob Myers did an amazing job. I don't even know how to put it strong enough." But that actually wasn't the best job Bob Myers has pulled off. In fact, just this very year, Myers pulled off something even crazier. I'm talking about the Otto Porter acquisition. Because recently, Otto Porter has been shooting the ball so well that he actually went to Ancestry.com to find out who his ancestors really were. I mean, there must be some good basketball genius up in that DNA ladder, right? How else would he be so good? Well, this is the result. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, guys. Well, 50% joking, because you never know. Anyway, I know some of y'all might be mad because I didn't mention Gary Payton II in this video. Well, let me make it up to you. I actually got a video right here on the story of Gary Payton II and how he became the electrifying, dunking defensive stopper that he is today. His story is really inspirational and should remind us all to never give up. Anyway, just click the video, guys, watch it, and like always, I'll be on the other side.